Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga.
And I'm Todd Puckett.
And this is Don's Used Photo Equipment.
Yeah.
In front of
the Great Wall of Film.
See, we're just going to roll right. We're just going to keep right on adding it.
Yep.
Just going to keep on. I have been to some other photography stores
maybe
recently.
getting a new member next week or two.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
All right, yeah. Just
because I have been to other camera stores. I know. Shame on me. Shame
Why?
on me. But well, first of all, because I
cheated on me.
Well, I cheated a little bit, but then again, not. Okay. So I went down the street where you often send people.
Yes, yes.
And one of the things that I did was I bought this new camera that we're being videoed with right now.
Camera.
So this is this camera is like what, 8mm, and we're having to send out and get it processed. And no, actually it's a Nikon Z30. So actually I've gone mirrorless.
Oh, I remember what we got to talk about. Okay.
Nikon Z. He's adding to his list. It's a Nikon Z30. In addition to that, we also have new microphones.
Yes, new microphones, new camera.
Right.
Old talent.
So the unfortunate part is good lighting, good camera, good microphones
Ugly people
does not
see.
still make us look any prettier than we already are.
No, hair and makeup could not improve us.
Speaking of hair and makeup.
Yeah, yes, buzz cut.
I got them all cut, guys.
He did.
I did.
There were no survivors.
not a one. Anyways, new edition, you said?
Yes. I sitting there looking through all the information. You know, a lot of times I sit there on the internet and I just scroll through to find out new information that I can see.
Internet troll.
Yeah. And I saw a new film. It's a new old
film.
Well, I don't know quite how to. I really don't. I just read it enough to get confused about it.
Yeah.
It's based on the old Kodak Aerochrome film or something. Aero film.
Is it like classic Coke? Not new Coke,
No,
but classic Coke?
No, but somehow they remix the raw materials or something and then just kind of make it to where it's like it has a 2-year before it expires.
All right.
And so and also.
Is it a color film? Is it a black and white
color
film? Is it a slide film?
It's a color film, which from what I read through it, and I just saw it. I think yesterday.
All right.
And so I really haven't had time to really go into detail about it. But it could either be processed C41 or E6.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so this is what we're going to talk about.
That's some confusing film.
It's perfect for the modern times.
Yes.
Confusing.
If you don't know how to develop it, pick one. Flip a coin.
It's but so I'm going to do a lot more research in probably one or the next 2 episodes. We're going to talk more about film that's like that, because this is evidently becoming more of a thing now.
Okay.
And so there's several new films that are coming out that sort of is this process.
So film that doesn't really identify with the developer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, you pick.
Each unto his own.
And I ordered 200 rolls of it, so it should. And I mean,
200 rolls.
200 rolls, and hopefully
only 35 mil.
35 millimeter.
Okay.
No 120. Because they claim it's more expensive, but I don't know.
Claim it's more expensive.
Claim. So we'll see. But whenever I get a confirmation on this, hey, yes, we can sell you that many rolls, and we will take your credit card payment. Then,
well, speaking of, will they take your credit card payment?
Yeah.
NC 500. Will they take your credit card?
Yes, actually.
Yes. Todd's card charge.
Update on that. NC 500. So the big hang up was, first of all, they were trying to find a place that would spool it for them.
Okay.
Confectionery, which means to bring together. And supposedly they've got that taken care of. And I've checked around, and maybe some places actually have this in their online stores now.
Okay.
I'm not really completely sure. But they sent me an email. Evidently, they don't call and we don't talk to people, because I don't know if there's anybody in the U.S. that's a rep. But they're
using Google Translate. That's why they can only talk to you via email.
Explains a lot.
Really bad English. Sounds like the Nigerian prince.
Yeah. If I can only give them access to which is what they were wanting, to my savings account.
Oh, there you go. That'll
send me rolls of film. But I did send, and they said, yes, we do take credit card, but we won't charge your credit card until we have the order ready. And I've got like 2,000 rolls of film ordered.
Okay.
2,000.
So they're going to wait till, they're not going to give it to you in chunks. They're just going to give you all 2,000 at once.
Well, that's what they claim, and I'm sitting there going, no, you can break it up. Just give me some.
Give me some. Give me something. Give me 100. Give me 200.
Still
whatever.
working on the NC 500 Oros up front, and I've got a new front.
I'm sorry, we didn't even say that it was Oro, did we?
Yeah,
we just said NC.
Well,
we're expecting you guys to already know that NC 500 is Oro.
Y'all are smart.
You're catching up with us, right?
Yeah. So it's funny because the NC will have a lot of characteristics of this other film that I'm looking at. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting and fun. We're having a lot of these pop-up companies now who are doing film, and they're not connected. They're loosely tied to other films.
They're disconnected.
They're loosely tied to other films, but sort of a new twist and turn on it.
All right.
It's new. It's a new batch of old formula.
Right.
Something like that, which is great because I'd love to see a lot of stuff come back. You know, like the
back into style.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, back like the Press 800, the Press 1600 Fuji film. You know, they had 1600.
So
color
are these color films that aren't C41, or what do you mean?
They are C41, but I think that some of them have that E6 option, and there's a reason for it, and we'll talk about that in more detail.
When we get it, right?
Well, because we have to do a little bit of research on it.
So when we get it, we're gonna have to test one roll in C41 and one roll in E6. Oh,
see, our future just like plans itself out for
we're
us.
cemented now. Now we have to do it. We have to do it.
So there are a lot of exciting things on the film front, but the issue is that they're not really coming out in like huge volumes. It's going to be just little VD like boutique films, which is cool. And but it's opening up again. It's finally
spring is almost here. It's almost, I'm sure somebody will have 2 announcements in one day and make the other person mad, and we'll hear all these exciting things. And right,
that was hilarious. it was.
I have a long memory, guys. I hope you're with me on this.
Kodak Gold and Cinestill 400D announced
on the same day, at just hours apart. I'm like, is this a typo? I mean, both today, really?
It was exciting. March. It was fun.
All in one day.
Yeah, and it's like Kodak should not have been upset with Cinestill because I think it just helped throw fuel on the fire.
It's like a big day in film photography.
We're coming up almost on the 1-year anniversary of that.
we are dangerously close.
So hopefully this year we'll see some things like that again happen in March.
And the proof is in the pudding because here it is, and and here it is. So they're here.
They're here. They are. They are. And the thing of it is that I bought 1,000 rolls of this stuff, and I got them in eventually, but to get all 1,000 rolls in, and I only have 300 rolls left out of 1,000. So
it sells.
It sells, and it's great. Come in and buy it now before the prices start going up. Right?
Now I'm hoping the next announcement will be that it's coming back in 35 millimeter.
No, that's too big of a dream. Too big.
Because I know everybody wants 35 millimeter color.
Which we're going to get right into our next section of this. This is going to be the springboard from it. I have this year.
You're changing topics on me?
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
All right, you're not talking over me. You're not trying to confuse me.
You're already confused.
He made the list, guys. I'm along for the ride.
Flow on this. This year, 2023, and yes, I'm dating this.
Why would you do? I'm going to have to remove that from the.
No, you're not. I am going to, and I have made great strides in this already. I am going to clean this store up. That is my goal.
Yes, you and I last Sunday we spent a good time with the shovels, just digging out a small area. We had a great time.
Just that little section right over there. We pulled it all out, went through everything, reboxed it, and made it a little bit more organized.
Just a tiny area, not even the whole, just a small thing. It took us, we were here for 4 hours, right?
Well, I was here a lot longer. You came in for 4 hours and took all the credit. Look at what I did.
I swooped in, I made it look pretty, and I left.
Yeah. It worked. And out of that, we found a treasure trove of Mamiyas. And I've already sold the 2 RBs.
Oh, congratulations. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
New homes, new caring, loving homes.
Yes. And it is helping me so that I can almost pay the bills for February. So that was awesome.
Well, those things were tanks. And if you guys hadn't seen them, go look on his Instagram. There's a reel about it. He actually shows all of them right there. I mean, that many Mamiyas all in one place. It's awesome. It was awesome. So go check it out.
Now the RZ that I had, and I have one RZ, is not working, so I'm gonna have to send that off to get it fixed. So, and then I still have to check the other things out. And as I do, I'll be putting them out. But those two RBs went
which is probably the reason why it got buried in the first place, because it's like you knew it was probably broken. You had to set it aside. Think, I'm gonna send it out. But then it got covered up.
Well,
and forgotten about.
What's fun about this is that as I am pulling these things out, and I did find a couple of Canon A1s, I think, in there, and some other things that I'm gonna send off and get sick. But once I got that section done, I started
because it's this section over here. He keeps pointing over here. This is where he.
And I then sat over there and I started working this way down this walkway. And what's funny is that as I pull things out down here at the bottom, I'm running across little rolls of film that fell down there.
Well, wait a second. Not only this, but you found a box of film that was expired.
A box of 800 T120 film.
Expired. And so he's going to have to sell it, but it's new, unmolested, should we say?
Yeah.
It's just
it's back. Well, I don't know.
He lost it again.
I lost it again.
And he lost it.
I figured it's not going to go anywhere, so I'll just.
No, well, it's not going to become fresh again.
No, it's not going to be any more fresher. But I did run across, harken back to the olden days, one roll of Pro Image 100.
Pro Image.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This was their inexpensive film that was great, and I mean people loved it. It's sort of like.
Just like Kodak to put the word pro on amateur film.
Yes.
Pro imager film, and it has nothing to do with the pros.
This is the half brother of the Portra. You know, but great film. But I did run across one roll of it. And I did run across a couple of rolls of gold, which I put in my expired box.
Which is nice that the expired film box is growing, because you also have this 220 film that's up here.
Some 220 single rolls.
He actually had a couple. You had like three boxes.
Pro packs.
3 pro packs of NC. NC 160 or 400 in 220.
Yeah.
I took it home. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
I had to jump on that one. I said.
So that was what's because of this. We're all of the cleaning up and everything.
Yeah.
Running across little treasure things, and it's really kind of fun. And. So I will continue it. So we're going to go down this thing, then we're going to go back in the back, and one day do a exploratory expedition in the back and behind the.
Well, the adventure has not stopped.
No,
I mean it's like going to your favorite antique store once a week, thinking I'm going to see something new.
Yes, and it has, because I've cleared the dust off, and I have been sneezing a lot, but I cleared the dust off a lot of stuff, and I've been selling a bunch of stuff up front.
The lenses.
Now we're going to use this to jump into another topic. So
wow, he is just jumping around today.
Get the jelly
this might
out.
be one of the fastest videos ever. As fast as you're jumping.
Get the jelly out. We're on a roll here. Just put jelly.
Oh, you're a jelly roll.
Yeah, jelly roll. And well, what is fun is that Saturday.
Saturday. Which Saturday? The Saturday yesterday.
Yeah. Well. Last Saturday, not tomorrow.
Not to confuse you guys.
Yeah.
He's talking about Saturday before this video.
Yes, the Saturday before. Now, and so cleaning things up, I did loosen or get a bunch of stuff up front to where it's sort of visible and you can see it.
And you can entice customers?
Yes, and customers have been buying things out.
Shiny stuff. Ooh.
Bingo. And I sold 4 big of those reflectors. Which I was wondering what I was going to do with those things ever, but
how big were they? Like 42-inch?
No. I mean, they're not like umbrellas. They're like the things that you put on the front of the flash.
Oh, okay.
The reflector, and so for those. Whoever, the lady that bought it is going to use it for a project, which has, I don't think, anything to do really with photography, which is great because we get a lot of that.
Even better.
Yeah, it's being repurposed. But had a teacher come in, a teacher from UT Dallas.
You know, this show's not for kids, right?
Well, that's why they're college students. This is not high school. This is college.
Okay.
Now, I did not. I knew that UTD had a wonderful communications department and they have a lot of solid, classes and things that they do there.
Right.
And I found out they have what is called an archaeological media center.
Archaeological Media Center. So they're digging through old media looking for treasures.
No, not the videos and things, the equipment.
Oh, really? Okay. So they're just interested in the equipment
and the other stuff. But I mean, it's not just one. It's all of it.
Sure.
Now, here's the fun thing. This is something that I did not know, but is a really smart and cool idea because it gives the students a complete understanding of the media, which makes it a wonderful place to go to. So, if you want media, UTD, check them out. But here's some of the things that I learned. The teacher came in with two others, so there was three of them, and they went all up and down. They spent over an hour just looking through everything.
Combing through the place.
And
should have given them a shovel.
Should have.
They came in with pith helmets and little brushes.
I actually should have given them a dustpan and just so they can just clean the dust up.
A
little handheld
money
vacuum.
off for every dust bunny you take with you.
Yeah, every little handheld vacuum thing that you fill up with dust, I give you 10% off. I should have. See, I was too excited.
Excellent idea.
It is. I love it. But what happened is that they went through up and down everything, and they started kind of picking things out and making piles. Now, there was a big box of like the Smith Victor stands, like the lights we have here.
Right.
Except with the old, the metal
This
reflectors.
is our natural glow. I don't know, you keep pointing to lights, but we naturally glow like this, especially since you fix this light over here.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, this will be the first video since then. So we'll see if it helps.
He put new bulbs in, guys.
See if it makes them look better or if it just highlights the problems more.
This ear is going to be well lit.
It is. So, but it's fun because they got that Smith Victor kit, which has, it's like the old ones that you'd think
What's
of
a Smith Victor?
It's a company.
But what is it?
I was telling you what it was.
Is it audio? Is video?
It's like these lights that doesn't exist
lights
here.
So it's just lighting?
It's the light stand, and it just takes like like an old E6 screw in the bulb.
Okay, like
it's got the little reflector,
100
watt bulb.
Okay.
And then it's got the little reflector, so you screw it in.
Those are going to be hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those are hot bulbs.
In the old days, in the ancient times,
yes,
that's what it was. That's why they call them hot lights. Duh. I mean, this is common sense now.
Are these the lights with the barn doors and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, the fancier ones are, yes.
Okay.
But these were not that fancy. They just had those little plastic things you put over the front. But anyway, they bought that. They bought a box full of just those little lights that you use, and then they bought a bunch of viewers and editors for movie film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because that's archaeological media.
Sure. And it's not like you don't have a bunch of projectors sitting.
Well, they didn't get back there.
They didn't get that far.
They didn't get that. They will be back.
They'll be back.
And so, but the fun thing is that they got all of that, which is like 3 boxes of stuff, and then they bought the big camera that's sitting up between the 2 bathrooms.
All right, so that's where the story comes in. So that was that was a 5x7, or was it?
Well, it was an 8x10, but
it was an 8x10,
but it had a 5x7 reducing back.
But had a 5x7 back to it
with the glass.
So as I looked up at that camera, it's like it was a long way to come. It was a big camera to get a little shot.
Yeah, but 5x7s are a lot cheaper than 8x10s to shoot. So
that is true. And all they really need to do is get an 8x10 back for that particular camera. Oh, and it was a big, beautiful camera.
Oh, yeah, and then they were just going to use it to set it up and look at it and just
gorgeous.
talk about it. My dad had cleaned it up and cleaned all the knobs and everything.
Right.
So, yeah, whenever I pulled it out, I'm going, whoa, this is really cool.
It is cool. It was cool. I wanted to actually get down and mess with it one of these days, but, you sold it now.
Sorry. I got other cameras to mess with.
I can't do that anymore.
I know. There's other cameras we can mess with. But the other thing they found a little Apple mic that you plug into your Apple, and it was a microphone.
Oh, for a computer.
For a computer from the 80s or something like that. And she goes, we have like 3 complete Apple Media outfits. And this helped with...
This mic put us over the top.
Put them over the top. It helped. It helped. So this is really cool. When you think about it, they have like the old Apple Media Centers. The old Apple Media Centers. And they have the little microphone that comes over so you can record. They have this and that. They have all those cool things. They have the old lights that you just set up and just hot lights. And then they got that, the big thing. So it is. It's truly archaeological.
It is. And guys, look, here's the problem.
Yeah.
This guy right here is a pack rat because every time I try and help...
That's not a problem.
No, well, it is.
Because,
it is and it isn't, because you would think when you come into the store that it's going to be all photo gear, but he's got some old computers here, some old phones here.
You've got computers. They got parts.
You've got a few parts here and there. Yeah. So you'll stumble across something that has nothing to do with photography. It's like, why do you have this here? And of course, his answer is always, well, I could sell it.
Well, no, it's not that. It's not that. I have actually thrown a few boxes of stuff away too.
That is good.
And it's not really. It's like nothing.
No, but it's nice when you sell these things. It's nice when they find a new loving home.
Exactly.
Because it's one less thing in a landfill.
It helps. It also helps the customer find things which are kind of tough.
Right.
And so it works all the way around. But right now, I am more in the selling mood than I am in the collecting.
He's in the mood, guys.
In the collecting mood. So I have collected up for 20 some odd years.
25 plus?
Plus. And now I am saying I got all this cool stuff. I want to buy more new cool stuff. But I had to make room first. So I'm cleaning things out. Now that means that and this has been happening since I've started cleaning up, and you've helped. But this is what's happening, is that I run across things and then I kind of sell them in bundles of things. I sold like a bundle of step up, step down rings. I mean, I had a bin full of them, sold the whole bin of them, which is around 30 or 40 of them. And then I've sold just bundles of things. And I will be doing that more. I have some graphics, Crown and Speed graphics, that eventually I will be bringing 2, 3, 4 of them out. And then I'll just put them in a group and say, X dollars for all of this. And probably jumping into the next topic.
Well, hold on a second. Before you jump in, so I like that. I like that you're in the selling mood, and I know from helping you dig through all this kind of stuff. What we find though is quite a few cameras that just don't plain work. It would be great if you could bundle those up and sell them to somebody who does camera repair.
Yeah, well, I've already got that taken care of.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So I've already got the place to send those.
He's ahead of my great idea.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's ahead of all of my great ideas.
You're a little late to the party on that. But now you made me miss. Okay, now I remember. Okay, now. But UTD.
He's on a roll, guys.
I love this.
And I'm only here to impede his progress.
I love this because I love the archaeological media department at UTD.
UTD.
And they also,
that's
of
in
course,
Richardson, right?
Yes.
I believe it's UTD is in Richardson.
It's
University of Texas at Dallas.
Yeah, but it isn't. Or what's the one over in Irving? Well, anyway.
Well, they're
nearby.
UT Arlington.
They're nearby, and he's really trying to throw me off.
Well,
I know.
Which one was it? UTD, UTA?
It's UTD.
Okay, well that's the one. I know
that's what it is. It's UTD, and they also bought film.
Okay.
127 film.
Which I bought some 127 film.
Yes,
because I have a baby Rollie 4x4.
Yeah, a baby gray.
A baby gray.
And
so cute. I'll have to bring it in sometime, guys, and show it to you.
So they bought 127 film and 120 film, I think. Anyway, they bought film as well. So it wasn't just the other thing. It wasn't just the equipment part. It was also film, which made me love them even more.
Well, sure, because now they know where to come for their film.
Now, here's the other thing. Let's bounce this.
And there's more.
Right into the next topic. Whenever I talk about bundling things up, March 4th is the next Dallas swap meet.
March 4th.
March 4th.
That's the first Saturday in March.
First Saturday in March, swap meet at the Dallas Center for Photography.
Right.
And I have been telling people who are clearing out closets that this is a great place to get a table. You'll have about 200 people walk through and clear stuff out of your garage or your back room or your studio.
You know, I think I need to put some cameras up for sale, as a matter of fact, because you know, so I actually, and I told this to you like last week, that I actually have a Canon AE1 program that I fixed the squeak on.
Yep, and so.
But I'm not that passionate about Canons. I also have a Canon F1. It's just, they're just not my thing. It's like, you know, maybe I put them up for sale at the swap.
He should. That's
give
what
them
I
to,
heard.
you know, not give them, but sell them to a good home.
Sell them. Don't say give. You're going to give them to me.
He has said that to me more than once. Well, if you don't really want them, if you don't love them anymore.
If you don't love them anymore, bring them here. And so the swap meet, if you got a table full of stuff, get a table at the swap meet, sell it. And people come and look through these things, because even if you don't buy anything, you have a fun time seeing what's out there. It's digital, it's film, it's equipment, it's just a lot of stuff. And you never know what's out there until you go. So go.
Do you know what the new fad is right now? There's a new fad.
Coming to Don's?
No, well, that is a new fad in itself. And of course, you and I both know that film has had a major resurgence.
Major.
The new fad is old digital cameras.
Oh, yes.
Old digital cameras. So the ones that are taking the 3.5 floppy, the ones that are taking memory cards that only hold like a dozen shots, the stuff from the late 90s, those are coming back into style.
The teacher bought some of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was
the old Mavica that you put the floppy disk in?
Okay.
Yeah. The UTD got a couple of those.
I mean, the 3.5 floppies only hold like 1.44 megabytes. I mean, and by today's standards, that's not even an image.
No,
that's not even a whole image.
It's not an image.
That's maybe one compressed JPEG. It's all you get.
But it's funny because it does follow in the flow of the media.
Yes, it does.
And so they've got it. They're covering it, and you can go there and learn about it.
So kids, you heard it from us first. Go talk to mom and dad. See what kind of old digital cameras they have, because they're in style again.
Yes, they are.
They're not as good as film, but they are in style.
No, they're not near as good as film.
Well, because
it is funny. It is funny that I did hear that.
Yeah.
And that and somewhere around here, I do have some, but I don't think
you
they're
do.
that
You do.
old.
Well, for example, I'm going through all this stuff. I do know we ran across, for example, a Nikon D70, and that camera is at least 15 years old.
Yeah.
So now they're calling these vintage digital, I believe, and if not, then I've just coined the term, because they're about 20 years old. They're taking very small megapixels worth of images, but for example, you can get the high-end Nikon, their flagship camera, which probably was a D1 or something like that, for next to nothing. But mind you, you'd be lucky to get, I don't even know what the specs are. I'm going to guess it's less than 20 megapixels for that, for those images sensors.
But the fun thing is, speaking of old things like the 5D, not the 2, not the 3, not the 4, or if there is a 5, but the original 5D. Those are great cameras, and they're cheap by comparison. So if you want just digital photography, no video, a 5D.
It was
great quality.
No video on those things at all. You're just taking pictures.
You're just taking pictures, and they're cheap. So by comparison, because those things are like thousands of dollars new.
Right.
And now, I don't know what you can pick it up for, but by comparison.
But it's just way too much fun. Photography.
And I don't have a lot of the digital around here, but I am running across some of them, as you saw.
Yeah,
and whenever I do that, I actually have one in a like a Rebel TX or something.
Right.
And I've got like $50 on it.
Well, we ran across some Nikons and things like that.
Yeah, so I've got one in one of those clear plastic shoe boxes, and I think I got like $50 on it. So if I can find it, we'll put it out. But I will hopefully, if he's going to be there selling some of his stuff, then I had to stay here at the store. But I may put like some of those things up there, or have some film up there to sell, but also have some of these things that I'm talking about bundling, and take them and put them up at the swap meet to sell.
Right.
And then, so check it out. Go to the swap meet, March 4th.
March 4th.
Check it out.
It's from 10 to 4, I believe.
10 to 4.
Yep.
And $5 to get in.
Best $5 you're going to spend all day.
It is. It's totally entertaining. And if you're not entertained, then that's your problem.
If nothing else,
ours.
drop by and see me, because I actually, the last time I was there, I had somebody actually came to there, spent $5 just to see me. I'm like, really?
Well, yeah. Did he ask you to sign anything? Like an affidavit?
You've been served.
You've been served.
No.
No, okay.
Nothing like that.
No.
All right, before you jump to the next topic, because I know he's in a jumping mood, guys. I've not had this, for our 101st video. It's like he's been reborn.
Yeah.
All right, so we have had 100 videos, and thank you very much, guys, for checking it out and seeing it and giving it all the love that we've gotten there. So the next goal we have to reach is those first 1,000 subscribers, and we would love for you to be a subscriber if you're not already.
57 short.
57 short, but on the other side of the coin, I think I'm like less than 50 subscribers before I make that 100, and I'll make a video.
You're over 50 subscribers.
I think I have 54 subscribers, I believe.
Oh, my word.
So I need 46 more subscribers, and the Don's channel needs how many?
57.
57. So the question is, who's going to make it first? Is Don's going to make it to 100 first, 1,000 first, or am I going to make it to 100? So 1,000 or 100?
Yep.
So the race is on.
You pick the winner.
Pick me as the winner. Go ahead. If you haven't already, please go to the Mr. Holga YouTube channel, subscribe, and I tell you what, I'm going to up the ante.
Oh.
I'm going to up the ante. Because I'm not going to make just one video. I'm thinking about making a small series of videos.
You're going to torture them.
I'm going to make a small series of videos. I'm already putting the thoughts to it. I just need 100 subscribers.
Yep. Well, no, hit 1,000.
No, 100. I need the 100. 1,000. Forget about his 1,000. I need 100.
This is the biggest controversy since Tastes Great.
Like I said, I'm taking this one left field here, because not only that, I was talking with Mrs. Holga yesterday. I was talking with Mrs. Holga yesterday. He's passing notes during
I am.
We're having a meeting. And she's like, so how are the videos doing? I'm like, what?
Whoa.
She actually asked, and I told her the number of subscribers and the numbers of hours watched and things like that. I don't think it phased her at all.
She's went,
really? Is that a lot?
For me, it is.
It's a ton for me. I'm sure somebody who's got 1 million subscribers is nothing, but
when we reach 1,000 first, it's going to be a big
when
deal.
I reach 100 first.
Be a big deal. And also we got to find things. I'm running across things in which are just goofy little fun things. We're going to have to figure out competitions or something to where we
need a good competition, guys.
Give these things out for free.
Yes.
I'm just running across some things that are just like really fun for stupid competitions.
Well, we only do this for fun.
Yeah.
And so, if we can invite you guys to join us, we'll have more fun.
If I made a living out of this, it wouldn't be as fun, would it?
If you could afford to eat.
If I could afford to eat, I mean, that's fun for me.
No.
Yeah.
There's no fun in that.
There's no fun
in
that.
So anything else on your list, or was
on my list? One other thing I've got to talk about. Lone Star Darkroom has actually changed up their forms of how they're sending the rolls back. Yes. I don't know if we talked about this or not before. I
don't think so, but they also come in different ways. Well,
whenever Lone Star Darkroom takes the orders now, and then instead of rolling them up into an extremely tight little,
which I absolutely hated,
and he's not the only one. I've had several customers.
I hated that.
Mention that now that we have it the new way. They didn't say it during. They said it. Wait until we changed it up. I didn't like the other way. Well, why didn't you say something earlier?
I did.
Well, now they're returning them in a little box. Well, you did, But they're returning.
There's no holding back my comments sometimes. This sucks, guys. No.
The problem with that is that it takes up a lot more room.
It does.
So instead of going those big flat envelopes with the really tight things in there, they're giving them room to breathe.
Right.
But it's a bigger box and takes up more space. The Lone Star Darkroom is now getting rid of some of those older things that they've been holding on to for a long time, for a year.
This sounds like the Save the Negatives topic.
It is. You need to come up and pick up your negatives and positives, people.
But they're not all here anymore, are they? They're not all here. They have the backlog themselves. Right?
I only carry about the past month because I don't have a lot of room. If you've ever been into the store, you'll know that. We're getting more room, but that does not mean I need to take it up with the negatives.
Well, you're not their storage facility.
I'm not their storage facility. So come in, pick up your negatives and positives from Lone Star Darkroom. And also, if it's last year, if it's from August to December of last year, they still have it right now at their temporary location. So call them, say, hey, I want to pick it up. Send it over to Don's and come over and pick it up. Because until they get their new facility, the pickup and drop-offs is going to be here. So that needs to be taken care of. And we've had several videos on the benefits of keeping your negatives.
You guys, you really have got to save your negatives. As a matter of fact, we had a great video where we actually archived some negatives. Yeah. And we brought out the binders, all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to put the link above his head there. But you really need to save your negatives because there's no greater benefit than being able to go back and rescan an image. If your hard drive crashes with all your scans, the only thing you can do is rescan your negatives.
Well, there's two things. One is rescan it. Two is pay a lot of money to get it there recovered.
Oh, and getting hard drives recovered, which is never guaranteed, is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. So to help you say that, keep your negatives.
And it's $0 to keep your negatives. I mean, well,
once you got it bind up.
Once you have a binder and the file archives, but otherwise it's like it's flat. It's somewhere on your shelf. You always have it.
Yeah, and so that's really cool. Really cool. And really needs to be done.
Yeah, so guys, save the negatives. And please come up here and get them.
Pick them up. Because we're not babysitting.
Yeah, you had that story of the one photographer whose stuff was thrown away. He doesn't have his negatives, right? And we were over that one. So guys, go check out that video because you don't want to be in that boat where somebody says, "Well, what about the pictures?" Yeah, I don't have those negatives anymore.
I don't have the negatives anymore.
That's a horrible thing. That even tastes bad to say.
It does.
I'm sorry, I don't have my negatives anymore. Because you know what? I really wish I had my father's negatives.
Yes.
I wish I had my grandfather's negatives. I mean, because I could go through tons of old stuff and say, I mean, it's not.
Oh, gosh, yes.
And just, I'd love to have it again.
I would love to have all the negatives my dad took on the set of Benji.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Benji, which is next year will be the 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary.
But we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah. And we'll probably go do a photo walk around that day.
That would be really nice.
See, things like this. It's popping. It's happening. Come on.
Well, they're going to have a statue. That's going to be cool.
A statue of Higgins.
Did you have anything else?
Oh, I'm sure I do. And if we get talking, I'll keep going. So
guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about the next Dallas photo walk, which is actually going to be the Polar Walk. So this video comes out on Friday. The photo walk is the very next day.
Yeah, it's not the Polar Walk. It's the Polar.
Because it's cold in Dallas right now. Polar, polar. It's cold.
Short sleeve day. It's only in the 60s, which is
but I've got the under sleeve.
You got the Hogwarts. How much did that cost you?
Nothing, because my kids went to the Hogwarts, whatever, at Universal, and they got me a T-shirt. I stayed home.
You went to Hogwarts,
which means it cost me a fortune because
you paid for the trip. but it's like. They went to the Universal and all you got was this lousy T-shirt.
That's right. So we're going to have the Polar Walk on Saturday, February 18th. It's over in the Fort Worth Stockyards. Now, I moved the time back by 30 minutes.
Good.
Hold on, calm down. Fort Worth Stockyards. The time was originally 10, but we moved it back to 10:30. There is a cattle drive at 11:30, so obviously that's going to be the golden time to take photos, guys. We're going to have a fantastic time.
Yep.
You really need to calm down now. Anyways, hope you can join us. I'm thinking Mr. Snaps is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Maybe Scotty's going to be there. We're hoping to have a whole crew of people.
Yeah.
We'd love to have the Fort Worth Photo Club, not the Camera Club, the Photo Club join us. We're going to have hopefully everybody over there.
Legacy Photo Lab is usually tied in with them.
Legacy Photo. I'd love to have you guys, anybody. If you guys want to show up, we're going to have a good time.
Have you talked to them about this yet?
No, but I'll probably...
we're officially inviting you with this video.
I'll probably poke them this week and let them know that that's out there.
Yeah. or they can just watch this video and
all the
learn.
way to the end.
All the way to the end, which is what y'all should be doing anyway.
Right. So please
Yeah.
do. If you want to get out and shooting, I don't care if it's digital. I don't care if it's film. I don't care if it's instant. I don't care if it's a 4x5 large format. Hey, come on out there. We'd love to have you.
Can I talk?
Now, what do you got? Oh my
Hey,
God.
guys, why don't y'all do this? Whenever you go out there and you're in Fort Worth and you're in the stockyards,
Yes.
afterwards, go over to Coyote Drive-In and see the new movie, Ant-Man and the Quantum whatever warp, the new movie out. I may go do that. I may be there. I may go there after work. See the movie. If y'all,
You know, why don't you put an event
If-
on Don's Used Photo? If they want to go see the movie with you, they can.
Yeah, and I'll be the guy sitting out, unless it's like raining or something, with my monster
No, it's supposed
box.
to be good weather that day.
Yeah, with my monster box, blasting the thing. Join me. Yeah. But we'll that,
So
that'll be
his
fun.
excitement
It's a
is he doesn't
tie-in.
want to go to
It's
the
a
movie by
tie-in.
himself.
No, well, actually, I prefer that because every time somebody goes with me, they're always like, "Can we go? This is not fun. I don't blah blah blah." So but that's back whenever you got to see 2 movies for the price of 1. Now it's just
I
1
see.
movie. So
I
you
see.
just, but yeah. And Brody would go a couple of times with me. It's too hot. It's too cold. It's like, it's nature.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to set a thermostat on this thing.
No, it's boiling hot.
It's boiling hot.
It's Texas. It's the summer. Get
Texas.
over it.
It's 90 degrees. That's.
But it won't be this Saturday. It won't be 90 degrees.
But
No,
anyway,
no
yeah.
mosquitoes.
So-
It's not going to be hot.
Let's check things out. Let's check things out and see people get with me if it's as interesting. Since you're going to be over there anyway.
I know, but but I'm going to be over there in the morning. The movie's in the evening.
Well, so. I mean, go stick around, go eat something, and then I think the movie opens up at 6. When you can get in.
That's true.
Or
It is darker
4.
earlier.
Yeah, or 4 o'clock or something. They open up hours before, in which for this movie.
For tailgating?
Yes.
Tailgating at the movie theater, guys.
Yes. So anyway, we may throw some things out about that.
Is that it for us?
Oh, I'm sure I can think of a lot more, but for today.
Guys. So,
Yeah.
as usual, guys, please do share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell 2 friends.
Yeah. To Don's Used Photo Equipment.
To Mr. Holga YouTube channel. I want my 100 before he gets his 1,000.
No.
Listen, you got the 900 before I got the 1,000.
Yeah,
I
true.
want the 100 before you get your 1,000.
But we're up to 943.
See, we're gonna be doing this
And
all
so
day, guys.
It's like, oh, come on, I got 943 before you even got your 40. And now
No.
races for the last 60, 57, 60.
Guys, share, don't share,
Yeah.
all that kind of good stuff. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, man.
I tell you what, you're just jumping on my
Don's,
polar walk event.
Don's.
No, Mr. Holga.
Share, like,
they can still
subscribe.
hear us, right?
Don's. I'm trying to influence the vote.
These new mics sound really great.
I'm trying to influence the vote. Oh,
That turns on the record. See, now it's hooked to your eyeball. There, look at that, not my eyeball. So,
Because I got cuter eyeballs.
let me get this out of the way.
Get it out. Get it all out. Get it out.
Because I know how much you hate it when
Well,
I.
it just disrupts my flow.
Howdy, y'all. Oh, we can't do it with your hands in your face.
Just wiping the emotions away.